Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner, the Story of Dimka. When we were here last, I said I would run through some customization on the Antarctic 4220. I've already pretty much done that, but I'll show you. It only gives you one engine. In this modded map, it only gives you one engine, one gearbox, one suspension. It does give you a little bit of selection on tires. I chose the ones that say average, excellent, excellent, rather than good, excellent. There you go. Gives you a choice of winches. I went with advanced heavy. Diff lock, nothing you can do there. Snorkel, tall flat cap, stock air filter, or front facing. I went with front facing. Although the tall flat cap is appealing as well. Frame add-ons, flatbed, sideboard, flatbed, flatbed, sideboard. There's no option for a high or low saddle. And I stuck a sideboard on it just because. I don't intend to use this for anything right now. The job that we're about to go do requires a high saddle. Rear bumper, you can have stock wheel fenders. That's it. You can't even uninstall them. Angled with beacons, you could uninstall that if you didn't want it. Rooftop, there's double tall beacons, factory beacons, small parking lights, bar mounted lights, roof fog lights, and LED fog lights. I went with small parking lights and LED fog lights. Only bumper selection you have. You can have twin horns or not. That's it. Exhaust, you can have heat shielded, muzzle, flat cap, or stock. I went with the heat shield. I thought it looks the nicest. And everybody likes the muzzles, and on some trucks I do. On this one I didn't go for that. MSH 1, 2, 3. Paint, normal range of various colors. That color there is typically like the default color for the Azovs. I went with that one. And customization, you got the normal selection of bobbleheads, cards, and stickers. All right. Now we're going to retain that one, and we're going to get something out of storage that will do the job that I want it to do. Now the evacuator would do it, but I think I'm going to choose the Azov John. Now this thing, we were just using this for the seismic vibrator unit. So basically, it's ready to go. All we have to do is change the frame add-ons to there it is, saddle high. And it's ready to go for the job that I want it to do, just like that. I don't believe there's any reason to put anything else on it. So let's leave garage. Now the job I have set up, I've got another vehicle and another trailer already in place. All I have to do is get this as of John up to where the trailer is, and we're off and running. I'm pulling one of the heavy construction trailers to its destination, and then I have other equipment set up. There's 3 parts to this job, and I have other equipment to set up to satisfy the last 2 parts segments. The trailer we're gonna go get is out here past the sawmill. You know what? I'm going to do one thing. I've been noticing this on my other Azovs. I've been going with the well, on the other, see, this is still set to default for some reason. Or it's got a 6-speed off-road or an 8-speed off-road. In the past I was using an 8-speed off-road and I wasn't really happy with that transmission. So let's try the 6-speed off-road, and if I don't like that one, I'll go with the regular off-road, special off-road it says. But I was just noticing this doesn't have the right transmission in it. And I noticed that on a couple of the evacuators, where I went with the special Scout gearbox, it didn't give me the high and low gears in low range, the low plus and the low negative that I wanted. So I have to reload, and it'll change the transmission. To change the transmission or engine, you have to reload. There we go. Now we got a 6-speed gearbox, 6-speed off-road gearbox. Let's see how that performs. I know I did all the other shit, all the seismic vibrator stuff with the transmission it had. But maybe some of that could have been a little easier with a different gearbox. I don't know what. When I had the 8-speed gearbox on my primary save, I was using the 8-speed off-road, and I wasn't really getting into it because it did a lot of shifting, and every time it downshifts, it has to pause. So I was speculating maybe the 6-speed off-road would work better. I mean, this was weeks ago. And for some reason in my primary save, I just never swapped it out. But frankly, I think the regular off-road gearbox works pretty good. I don't know if you need all this 6 and 8 speed stuff, but We're hooked up. Take the brake off, close functions. And this is what we're hooked to. Get a little screenshot of that and a sip of water. Now this goes all the way across from the west to the east side of the map. But it's really not that far. And there's no big deal about the route or anything. You know, that might make the trailer tip over or be hard to get through. The bridge is the only thing that might be hard to get across. There are some snow drifts that are going to be a pain in the ass. But they're not going to stop us from getting there. I spent, about 3 hours today. 3 or 4 hours maybe. One, trying to find a way to deliver the drill bit to that job down there in the middle of the map. Trying different trailers. Problem is, I get it on a trailer. I know I haven't uploaded any of this, as I've been experimenting with just how do I get the job done. I picked it up from the lumber yard and hauled it down there. I mentioned something about that in the previous video, I think, or maybe the one before that, I don't know. I panned the camera over there and said something about it. Well, today I tried putting it on a different trailer. Maybe that was the cause. I tried just offloading it into the cargo box without a trailer. Nope. It just does not recognize that the drill bit is there no matter what. And then I spent a couple 3 hours after that flying around the entire map in free camera mode looking for consumables and barrels of oil. And I found one possibility, but I don't know if it's the right kind of crates or not. Outstanding. One of the reasons I want to complete this particular job is it says access to location is your reward. Now I'm going to pull this off to the side because I have more stuff coming up here. You know, over there in the corner looks nice, but I already started doing it this way. I want it down here. Okay. Looks like something we might eventually be able to load from, but there's so few jobs left. What would we load? Maybe we get the drill bit from here. Okay, anyways, I have to shut the engine off. My mind is going a million different ways right now. Now that the building is there. Map. Gotta go. By the way, those crates I found are right along here. Right where that thing is. Want to jump into that evacuator. Now what we need next is drilling equipment ×1. And we picked that up right in front of me. Hence placing the truck there. Drilling equipment. I don't think... No. Can't get a drill bit from here. I'm still thinking about that. Oh, drilling equipment is a 4-slot? Oh, well that changes things. Because it needs 4 slots worth of small pipe as well. And I was going to haul it all in one trip. I thought sure drilling equipment was a 2-spotter. Son of a bitch. That's gonna fuck with my plans, man. Gonna fuck with my plans, man. I gotta find the shit that is installed and uninstall it. There we go, sideboard 2 and RU crane. Now I need an off-road semi-trailer. Well, I need to decide on saddle high or saddle low. Since it's a tall container, I'm tempted to go with a saddle high and use an M747. but I don't know if I can tow off the back of an M747. Let's install it and see. Let's go to functions. Yeah, there's hitch points off the back of it. So maybe I can still do the plan the way I wanted. Only I won't be able to hook up the dolly directly to the truck. I'll have to put the dolly on a tow line. Okay, let's do cargo management. Drilling equipment. There we go. Before we leave, let's see if I can put a crane back on this thing. Not a big crane. Although it would do that, I could run the big crane with that M747, but yeah, that seems pretty insignificant if I need to reload that trailer. That huge cargo container would be a lot easier with the big crane. But let's go get the other shit. Now I'm trying to get this all in one load because it's a long ass ways around to do 2 trips. And I was thinking I needed 6 spots. I didn't realize the cargo, this drilling equipment trailer, would be 4 spots. I thought it was 2. See the 4-spot dolly sitting there? I intended to just back up to and hook up to that 4-spot dolly with the drilling equipment in the flatbed on the truck. Obviously can't do that. I didn't, when I pulled the truck up there to have it in place to do this job, I didn't open cargo management and check out whether I needed a 4-spot or a 2-spot. So, lack of preparation on my part, I guess. I made an assumption that's gonna bite me in the ass now. Couldn't get it around the corner the way I wanted because it was because it was trying to go over those crates. Can't pull ahead far enough to really straighten it out, so I have to try and straighten it out on the going backwards. And then it goes way too far. Just when I get it in the right spot, it decides to throttle up and go half a mile. No, I'm gonna have to pull ahead. I want to get it where I can hook it up to the where I can throw a winch line on that trailer behind me. Can't even see the trailer behind me. It's hooked up. So once I get the truck back into the loading zone, then I'll be able to pull that up as tight as it can get. Once I get the truck back there, I'll be able to load that. No, I won't be able to load that, because it has to be hooked to the truck to load it. Son of a bitch. I forgot I was pulling both of them along. Well, in that case, just release winch, pull this ahead a little further. I can get past it. Detached trailer isn't working. There. Now it worked. Shed some light on the subject. Now close functions. No, come forward, damn you. Holy crap. I wanted to just shove that back a ways, but it's not going the way I want. Maybe I can run back there and push the ass end over. Oh, I got it past the loading dock. No, that's not doing what I want it to do. I don't want the tire up on it. I want to catch that corner. No, it's not going to do what I want it to do. I was hoping to just, because you can't back these things up worth of shit, I was hoping to just push it back in there a ways. Without, you know, before I attach. I need a second. Needed some air conditioning. Okay, well, let's pull this ahead. Try and get it straightened out a little bit. Try and go with the way that the tongue is pointing, and then straighten it out the other way. See, it turns too fast. When it swaps from one side to the other, it just goes too fast. Yeah, screw it, I can get it in there. Cargo management. Too small pipe. Close. I know it says drilling equipment, but if we look at the job, the next part that is still locked is too small pipe. So we'll use one trailer to drop off the drilling equipment and the other to drop off the small pipe, but I'll get them both there in one trip. I can drop this right here and just throw a tow line on it. I don't even need to back that trailer up to it. I don't know why it's not letting me select detached trailer. Unless I cut the engine off. Unless I cut the engine off, it won't let me detach the trailer. That's frickin' weird. But this thing's been doing a lot of weird shit today. I've had to go out to the main menu and reload the game 3 or 4 different times. If it wasn't such a long-ass trip, I wouldn't even screw with this. But it's all the way around the entire 1 kilometer map. Come on, give me my camera. I have to be able to see it to attach to it. Alright, close functions and pull that winch in. I have to remember crossing the bridge, this isn't pulling from the center of the trailer, it's pulling off to one side. I would love for the trailer to have a center pull point. See right there, it's already causing me a problem. The fact that it's over to the left of the trailer behind me. Give myself some more ground clearance on the truck, but also on the M747 landing gear. Trying to turn this trailer, bolt those trailers. I got 2 long trailers. Get them both around the corner as wide as possible without tipping over the one behind me. If this becomes too big a pain in the ass, I'll just make 2 trips out of it. Whoops. Go this way. See, as wide as I went, that rear trailer is still up over the bank. And I can't use my winch without detaching the trailer. I see movement. Is that trailer back there going to stay up on its wheels? Okay. Well, that was one of the hard spots, and here comes the next one. Now the trailer's off to my left, so I'm going to try and stay to the right. Just ease it across. Yeah, it's just barely making it. But not a problem now. I don't know, the trailer is still on the bridge. The rear trailer is still on the bridge, but and those dang four spotters, they like to tip over. I gotta swing this one wide as well. Well, maybe I can't swing this one wide. About as wide as I can take that one. And then we have to turn left right here. The ass end hasn't come over the corner all the way, and I already got to turn left again. This is, if I can get through this, the rest of it's no problem. I think I want to try and get the truck more across the top of the mound so the trailer can ride the bottom. And then I want to bring the nose back over here. So it goes up and over this thing. Take a look behind me. Oh, the back trailer's in the perfect spot to just follow me right over. Outstanding. Alright. Good so far. No, don't do that. Normally sails right through this deep snow, but I mean, look at what it's hauling. It's burning up the clock too quick. Well, I spent too much time dicking around with having to change the plan, having to change what trailers, having to change how I was gonna haul the shit there. Put it that way. If I had known ahead of time I was going to have to do this in 2 loads, I would have had 2 separate trucks ready to go. Both with semi-trailers. One with the M747 for the container, and one with a standard 5-spot sideboard, low saddle for the pipe. All I would have had to do was run one up there, then jump to the other and run it. And I suppose I still could have done that instead of what I'm doing, but it didn't occur to me till just now. Got to make sure that pipe is on the trailer and not laying on the ground. I don't want to turn around and look behind me to find that the pipe fell off, you know, a couple of clicks back. If that thing even leans too far without tipping over, the pipe will dump off. That's why I don't like to use them. But there ain't nothing stopping us now, man. See, here's the thing I was trying to do with the drill bit. And I can't get the damn thing to accept the drill bit. I can't pack the drill bit. Nothing. So I'm hoping with the access to location that this gives us, it will allow us to use that drill bit or show us where to pick one up. Did I turn the wrong way somewhere? What the fuck? Oh, I missed going out on the ice. Damn it. It's right there behind me too. Whoops. Okay. We're going to utilize my tree mod. I'm going to cut this as hard as I can. I'm not worried about that M747 going over. I'm more worried about the dolly behind it. Whoops, damn it. I keep hitting. When I turn my view around, I end up doing the stick wrong. Okay, now see, everything is coming down the hill the way it should. Too bad we're not getting to take advantage of how fast this truck will go. And yes, it's a powerhouse, you know, but it's got some speed to it too. But if I get that dolly trailer, if I get that 4-spot dolly bouncing around too much, it's gonna go over. If it was just the Azov John and the M747 with that container, I'd be holding her wide open. This is going to be a leaner because I can't climb that hill to go wide. Oop, and there she went. I knew it. Well, we got it part way. I'll come back and pick it up in the next one. I'm at 54 minutes. I can't see where I'm going. I'm at 54 minutes, 55 minutes, and I still got a long way to go. I'm not gonna spend half an hour picking that up and putting it back on the trailer right now. This is always a hard spot to get through. And the more you go across it, the worse it gets. It ends up starting to pull up mud, and then it just becomes a great big mud hole. As soon as we get out to the paved road, we should be able to make some decent time. Throw it back in automatic and see if I can get some giddy up and go out of it. See, the M747 trailer I'm attached to leaned over and no problem. That dolly, the second that dolly started to lean, away she goes. It makes me mad. If I'd planned better, I think we could have done all 3 trips. Even if I had to do 2 trips on this, I think I could have got all 3 trips in. And all we have to deal with now is snow drifts that take forever to get through. There's only a couple of them that are real bad, two or three of them. The rest are just like that, and you just scoot right across them. This one will be okay, but then the next one is going to hold us up. Not too bad. Had to downshift. Still has that little pause to downshift. Sounds like they're cutting lumber over there. Not sure if going to low range does any good or not. Well, when I was stuck in that mud back there at the first hard left-hander we had to make, going to low range got us out of it. But through these drifts, I'm not sure if it makes any difference or not. We can get a little speed on between the drifts. God, you know, and if I'd thought about that hard left-hander back there where the trailer dumped, I could have went out on the ice. I could have swung to the right out on the ice where I still had room, and then brought it back hard left. And probably got the trailer through there. By the time the trailer got up to that small opening, it would have been straight behind me. Like I did with that first hard left we had to do. Alright, cargo management. Next stage. Unload. It's building a different building. Alright, escape. It built that building. In front of us there. I just want to get the evacuator pulled up here where I can rotate it around and get a good picture. Print screen, and I will get rid of this M747 trailer. Or maybe I'll keep it and just put that pipe on it, because I got a crane and I got a trailer. I don't need to pull that dolly trailer when I can put the pipe on this trailer. So I'll get this thing in a position to be able to load the pipe, and then I'll come back for the next one. But we're good on this one. We got 2 out of 3 of the stages done. Made an attempt at getting the pipe up here for the last stage. As you can see, it's calling for small pipe now. Made an attempt to get everything here in one shot. It didn't work. But it was a good attempt. If I had just swung that corner wide. But thanks for watching, and we'll pick it up in the next one.